They're going to think, what in the heck are you doing?
They didn't know they was going to the Kentucky Derby today. Hey, everybody.
You're going to have to give them more than that.
Hey, everybody.
Zoe. Do y'all, does anybody notice how Zoe eliminated the glare on her face?
Hey, High Ground.
She has decided that this was the solution to the glare on her face, and I think it looks like she is going high class to the horse races.
I am. Giddy up.
You are going to replace the divots at the polo match.
I don't know what that means, but yes. Lorraine said it gives shadows in just the right
There
places.
you go.
It was intentional.
We have been playing with the lights, and I said, Zoe, what about one of your hats? And she said, we'll try it. And then she got to looking in the camera. She said, I love it. So here we are.
Yep, and a darker shirt.
You were looking for black,
I was.
but can y'all tell we might be ready for the Okie?
Yeah, we're kind of counting the days.
Kind of looking forward to the Okie.
Well, you know, it's.
You are not watching the Super Bowl. Love the hat.
Well,
We were.
and let me say, one person we're not going to see on here, Jones Christie, because I know she is wrapped up in the Super Bowl.
And I am getting texts right now about
the Super Bowl.
just in case y'all are wondering, I'm getting updates from Jason at Cog Hill about the Super Bowl. He's texting me updates.
40 days, my goodness. We did not watch the halftime show though.
No, we cut it off.
We went and watched the little pool playing.
That was
billiards.
Billiards.
Pool.
That's not the word.
Oh, okay.
You have to pronounce the other I.
Billiards.
Yes, there you go.
Billiards. It ain't right.
We actually cut the TV off so that I wouldn't be distracted. I see some people saying that they got the Super Bowl on the TV, but I'm not turning off notifications. He's telling me what's going on. Meg said, you are high class. Judy, why is it a sad, sad day for the Super Bowl?
Oh, goodness. She's a Chiefs fan, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Chance is rooting for the Chiefs, and Rhett is not because Chance is.
Rhett is just following Daddy.
Yeah. We're going to be grandparents. Yeah.
Well,
Kinda.
But
I wonder if she
we don't
remembers.
have Tater now.
Yeah.
Oh, no. When I was there the other day, she come up over the hill and she looked, and Brooke said, yep, there's my daddy.
Oh, she's so sweet.
Maggie said, you so fancy.
I know. I'm fancy, y'all.
She is. She's just trying to help with the glare. The Garden Kitchen with Tracy. I've not seen that one before.
Hello. Grandparents, I know. Y'all, that just, Nick went and saw her yesterday. Was it yesterday you went and saw her? And he said she's just so big.
She's massive. Who is the daddy?
So I have answered this question half a dozen times today.
Only that?
No, probably more. But if I had said 13, you'd say, well, that's very specific. But the same answer I gave everybody else, including Brooke and Jason, was that she has been with Ferdinand since the day we got her. She was not with Ferdinand before we got them. They came from the same farm, but they were not in the same pen. And so we have seen, and I got to thinking back during football season, she would have been bred before that. But do you remember she was knocking the fence down and he was trying to mount her?
He was trying.
But
you actually thought one time that that's why she was escaping is
Mhm.
because he kept trying to get on her.
Yes.
But we never thought he made it there.
Right. But he has grown a lot since we got him. He was just a tiny, tiny thing, and he's bigger, although he's not big.
So a lot of people are concerned about when she escaped and went visiting.
Well, that's where I was going.
Go ahead.
So the only other area with cows is across from the barn. And she walked over there with the other two one time. And the owner, happened to be outside. And he was able to keep them out of his pen. His is well established. They don't risk their cows getting out.
He had that fence redone.
Yes,
remember?
Right.
He had it professionally built by a company with high dollar equipment. And it's a strong fence.
Yes. And he said, even then, he said if she had gotten in, there would be no getting her out. She never made it inside their pen. She made it to the fence. And even then, the bull, you knocked everything.
Whoop.
Even then, the bull never saw Tater.
He was in the back pasture.
Right. So, I can't say 100% that it's Ferdinand's because Tater did get out. But
we are 99.9% sure that she did not get to the other bull.
Yes. Now, the only other places she ever went when she got out was to the neighbor's corn pile for the deer.
And there's no
bulls. There are no other cows anywhere around.
There's only one option, and she never got into his fence.
Right.
So we are 99.9% sure that Ferdinand is the daddy.
But we are not 100% sure because of that one little bitty percentage that she did get out.
Yeah. But he says the owner of those cows said that she never
got in. So if it comes to be that she did in fact hook up with the neighbor's bull, I will find out for sure. But he has very beautiful bull, isn't he? He's red and white.
Yeah.
But he is not a Hereford.
Who?
The bull. I'm not talking about Ferdinand.
Oh.
I'm saying the neighbor's bull. You're not listening to me.
No, I was reading comments.
The neighbor's bull is not a Hereford, but he is a very handsome thing. He is not as big as Moody or anything like that. He's just he raises meat cows.
Yeah.
And we've never had any issues with his either. So, yeah.
Lisa, our bull is a mini Hereford, but he is actually a micro mini.
He's right at the
Ferdinand, little bitty fella.
He's right at
with
the
a big old head.
Yeah, he does have a big old round head.
He's got a head this way.
Yes. So we'll know when the baby comes if it's Ferdinand's or if it's the neighbor's, because if it's Ferdinand's, it's going to be red and white. And if it's the neighbor's, but you know what? It could still be red and white because their bull is red and white.
You know what would be funny? I see people talking about going on Maury, figure out who the daddy is. And Lori said it was starting to sound like a Jerry Springer show.
Tater's a hussy.
I should find me a sweater because, Maury always wore sweaters.
You have that blue one with
I
the
know.
patches.
I think that would work. And we could do a reel that Ferdinand, you are the father.
That would be so funny. That would be cute.
I think we should do that. Tater is pretty wide. She shouldn't have trouble calving. Lorraine, I did not realize how wide she was until I saw her in person. And when she came over the hill and I saw her, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but Brooke said, "I wish I'd had your response on video."
I know.
She said, "I wish I had had that reaction. I would have put that in my video." And I was like, "She can't fit through the gate."
I can only imagine. I mean,
Wow.
Brooke sends me pictures, and I'm like, golly, just
Whew.
it's got to be close because
Rain said he's a lover, not a fighter.
That's right.
Ferdinand doesn't bother anything. That's the perfect name for him, because instead of a bull that chases you around the pasture trying to hook you, you would more likely see him sniffing flowers.
But I love how he hollers.
Hollers. It's the hat. The hat made you say he hollers.
He hollers.
You're going to have a mint julep.
Wait.
I saw Tanya say that.
You have to hold your drink. Hold your pinky.
You use the pinky on the one that's got the handle. Yes, you do. Oh, yeah. You don't hold up a random pinky while you're drinking with the other hand. That's not how you do it, Zoe.
That's what my mama's friend taught me when I was little. Is you drink and you hold your pinky up because you got to keep all your hands on your cup so you don't spill it.
Oh, Lord.
So you hold your pinky.
Somebody please tell her that you don't use the pinky on the other hand. No, not starting.
What do you need?
Uh-oh, he is in search for something.
What are you looking for?
He is on a mission.
Your brother took it.
I gave it to your brother. He has it. Don't let him lie to you.
Here. He's playing on his tablet.
Well, he has the remote, buddy.
Here.
Pinky on the cup. Lisa said Nick's right. Nick is correct. I don't know how many people you need to tell you, but I can hear the ball next door saying you'll have to ask my baby mama. Oh, he must be the bull. Why would you use the pinky on the other hand? And this is coming from a guy in the UK. He knows proper etiquette.
Well, because you're always, maybe she just didn't want me to spill my drink.
I think she was just feeding you a line.
You're supposed to hold.
Yes, Zoe, you hold up your cup and your little finger on the cup.
Like that?
No, but you hold the handle and you have your pinky up. I don't do it. I just know that's how you do it. Garden Kitchen with Tracy says Super Bowl is a blowout.
Woo! They don't want to wait on you to reply to a comment.
I'm not replying. I was reading.
27-0.
Nick correct. I'm really liking all these Nick correct. Pinky holding the cup. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Back then, they did not have a huge cup. They had teacups.
It's like holding a milkshake in one hand and shaking the other hand to mix it.
Will the neighbor's bull be too big for Tater to calf? So, no. We actually, when she went over there and he was out at his gate and was able to keep her from going in the gate, he thought one of his girls was out because she was almost the same size as them. So he breeds smaller.
He has smaller Angus.
He does.
Cows. He does.
He intentionally does smaller Angus girls.
So the reason that he does that is to keep the birth weight. His bull is smaller to keep birth weights lower so that you don't have birthing issues. That was on our original plan. We were going to raise Santa Gertrudis cows, which already have easy births.
Right.
We were going to have a Angus bull, which already throws smaller calves, and then there would have been very easy birthing. Because I've pulled somewhere in the neighborhood of 20, 30, 40 calves, and I don't want to pull any.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were saying, is that that's what he told me.
Don't get used to being right.
Is that his heifers, I don't know, most of them have, so his baby cow mamas, they have smaller babies, and it's easier for them to handle but then they also can breed back sooner. So because he breeds for profit.
Sure.
So he's able to get an extra calf in over 3 years than he would if he were bred a larger breed.
So I've seen.
So his bull is to breed proportional to his cows, his girls, and they were just a tad bit taller than just a tad, like just a little bit bigger than.
There's
Taylor.
Several that have asked, "Are you going to get Cinco checked?" We may or may not do that. You'll have to wait for Tuesday's video.
I'm glad you stopped me.
Yeah. I think that's kind of a giveaway if I tell them to wait for Tuesday's video.
Well, let's just say, can I say this?
You probably could say that, but it was FedEx.
Oh.
But you could probably say that.
So, Brooke had 2 pregnancy tests in her package. So, we'll leave it at that.
Chris Smith said, "You look beautiful in the wide brim hat."
Thank you.
She's trying to eliminate that glare from last live.
I'm feeling extra fancy tonight.
Will Tater be calving soon? I don't think Cog Hill is ready for this. Cog Hill is ecstatic about this. So, yes, they're ready.
There's no one, I don't think anybody's ever ready for your first one. You know, we've had baby goats a lot, and that's, you know, the first time we had to help, and we didn't know, you know, we tried, but luckily they've got an army around them to be able to help if they need to, all within, you know, an arm's reach.
Ferdinand's babies will all be tiny.
Yes, it'll be so sweet.
Ed said teacups, the handles are so small, you got no place for your pinky. You got to just throw it up there.
Oh, that makes sense. You don't want to put them underneath because then you can't set them down on the saucer.
Brooke can call on you if she has trouble. She already knows. I told her, I said, you go ahead and call, and we'll be right over here.
Yes.
And we're going to try to drag Casey into it, too, if we have to, that y'all saw helping pull Belle's baby.
Yeah.
And that's what she does, is reproduction for
Casey is actually a
horses and
cows. Specialist. And so we've got her and Brooke connected so that if we have to, we can bring her in.
Dean is trying his best to move to food. He already asked about getting to the food channel. And I saw Neil tell him, well, they're only 8 minutes in, give them time, but we've been talking about cows. So now he wants a steak and Jacqueline wants a steak too.
Oh, that sounds good.
We're talking about birthing babies over here, and y'all talking about steaks.
Well, they're kind of the same.
Danny smacked the thumb.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
You already said wait till Tuesday's video on your last video.
I did. That's why I was joking about the fact that would kind of give it away. But when I said wait till Tuesday's video, they would have had to watch Brooks to kind of get a hint as to what I might have meant. But now we're already talking. So.
Well, you already knew it was coming.
We know about the 2 tests, Miss Debbie said. Yeah, Brooke says she bought 2 of those tests.
That's right. She only needed 1.
How far out do you think it will be on the cookbook? I am hoping by Christmas 25, but we don't know if that's.
I really think that would be doable. I was telling you. Well,
it's in process, and we think it's going to happen by Christmas 25.
Brooke was almost in tears.
Oh, she is giddy.
She really is. She's nervous.
Neil only eats steaks from the males. Steaks from females are missteaks.
Oh my gosh.
That's a Neil joke.
Yeah, that's cute.
Brooke said 1 test is for you. Did she?
I don't know. I didn't finish.
I missed that.
I watched it on the way to church this morning. Didn't finish.
I missed that part.
Well, she was going to give me the red Solo cup, but that was kind of yuck. So we have our own plastic cup.
No, we said we would figure it out.
Nick, the cow midwife.
I've done it before, but that was Longhorns, and let's just hope that we don't have to pull a baby. Will it be a live birth? Danny, we don't know. If they catch it in time, very possible.
Yeah, well, maybe.
I didn't know Tater was going to have a baby. Well, Barb, we didn't either until a couple of days ago.
Right.
Actually, if you watch Brooke's video, Jacqueline at Head Family Farm made a comment to her. No,
yeah,
she texted her after watching the video and said, "Hey, I think she might be pregnant."
Like very.
And Brooke, when I went yesterday, she said, "Come in here and look at Tater. Let's see what you think." And when she came over that hill, I was like, "Oh
yeah.
Lord, yeah, Brooke, she's about to pop now."
Yes.
I'll eat a steak while I'm helping and delivering the baby.
The calf launcher has more room than a baby goat launcher, easier for big hands. Yes, that's right.
Sorry, y'all.
Miss Debbie said, when do we come out on Tuesday? So we'll come out at 5 o'clock.
Usually at 5 o'clock. We usually try to release on Tuesdays right after Cog Hills Live.
Well, Jeannie, Dr. D is out on
Dr.
surgery.
D had surgery.
So he's out of pocket. So we're all coming together. They have a couple of new contacts that we've worked with. And then we got all of our little tribe around that's going.
Ooh, Anita said they talking about 4 to 8 inches of snow on Tuesday or Wednesday.
You know what we're talking about? Rain.
And 75 degrees. No, actually, I think Tuesday and Wednesday is cooling back off to the 50s.
Oh, it's supposed to rain. I saw that earlier.
Did you use the giant stick? Catherine, we haven't used anything yet, but
so we
will come up with some kind of contraption to do it. But I think I've got an idea. I was doing fine watching her video until she said she had tears in her eyes. Then I had to boo. She was super excited.
She was. I remember she called
Can we name it Tater Tot? Y'all will have to ask her.
That's cute.
That's gonna be Brooke's baby, but I don't know. Tater Tot kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be Brooke's baby. I had a dog years ago. She had 6 puppies, and I had no idea the puppies were coming.
Hey, Christy.
Well, we've had some goat babies pop up before on us that we didn't know about. I was gonna ask Scott where Christy was, but I didn't get to him. I wanted to make sure she was all right.
Her udder was big for a heifer, so I doubt it will be long. Yeah, I don't think it's too long.
No, Lorraine, she is.
Her hind end is looking pretty swollen.
Jason said Devontae Smith just had a 40-yard touchdown catch.
Oh, wow.
That's my Alabama boy, so y'all don't get mad at me if you're Chiefs fans. I'm sorry. Look, you got a quarterback, a receiver, and was the center, but just one of the linemen, all from Alabama, and I'm a huge Bama fan, so y'all don't get mad at me. I don't even watch NFL football, but I just like to see the Bama boys do good.
Fix your shirt.
What's wrong with my shirt? It's all stretched out.
You're all wadded up.
It's not natural being 80 in February in Alabama. I agree, Tanya.
Brooke can call midwife Catherine.
I don't know if she's got any experience pulling cows. I couldn't tell you. But I've already told her to call me if she got ready because I pulled a bunch of them. She probably has.
I think they helped. I think she helped with that one that passed away across the street.
She may have. But I think the know-how would be there. Sometimes it takes a little more force with them. Judy says, stop it. So Judy must be a Chiefs fan. I'm not doing it to insult anybody, Judy. I'm just pulling for my boys that used to be at my college team. I don't have an NFL team. I think there's an Australian player playing for one of the teams too. Lorraine, that is not uncommon, especially for some reason punters. There's lots of Australian punters. We've had an Australian punter at Alabama.
Oh.
Because I don't know why it is. Maybe it's that rugby style kick or something, but Kim loves your hat.
Thank you.
If you watch the last live, you know that Zoe had a lot of glare on her face, and she has fixed that. Christy is in the hospital.
Her pick line got
giving me
infected.
IV antibiotics. I should get to come home tomorrow. That's awesome.
Okay.
They
I was
used
wondering where you were.
Jack said they're used to kicking all those critters away from them.
Those Georgia players are quality.
I don't know what Georgia players you talking about.
The ones that play on the Eagles.
Maybe they are. I don't know how many from Georgia play on there.
Oh, say that. My oldest granddaughter, we call her Tater or Tater Tot because I couldn't pronounce her given name.
Barb, I don't even want to, and I know you
Atatonia.
don't want Zoe to pronounce it.
Atatonia.
No, that can't be it. Judy said, "Oh boy, we got a touchdown."
Oh gosh.
What we got 5, Ed?
I watched the kickoff show and then turned off the Super Bowl because Lauren Daigle sang America the Beautiful. Oh, I love her.
Watched the kickoff show and then turned off only because. So, was that was the kickoff show? That's the only reason she watched the kickoff show. Is what she meant?
Because she sang America the Beautiful. Tater Tot, Tater Chip, Tater's baby's gonna be adorable. We'll call it Fried Tater. We could call it. Be like shrimp, shrimp, tater salad, tater
Zoe,
fried.
are you? How many are you gonna go through?
I just said it's like.
Well, you need to tell them about your big girl
Spoon.
Decision and your big girl experience.
I bought a car for the first time.
Well, they probably know that part. You just need to tell them.
Well, I found it online. Nick was working out of town all week for some training classes, and I found one. So my car, the Yukon, has been in the shop twice in the last week.
Easy there, Forrest. Zoe's talking food again.
So my car's been in the shop twice in the last 2 weeks. One time because it started smoking in the pickup line and they had to tow it.
Well, it was for a correction of the same issue. You got to tell the truth. It wasn't like it was 2 separate issues. Y'all, we had the plugs and plug wires replaced, and one of the wires was a little loose, and it was causing some malfunction there. They picked it up.
Anyway, it cost me a big hassle. I had to change some stuff and because I didn't have a vehicle. Anyway, we knew it was time to start looking for another car. Mackenzie's gonna be 16 for long, and it was just time. And so I found one online, and so Nick was working out of town, and it's the same town that it was in. So after his meetings, he went and
go ahead.
You went and looked at it, but you didn't test drive it because you told him that I was going to have to come test drive it. And so I
didn't drive it.
So we both took off Friday, and that was our day date that we went on. We got up.
She did not wear this hat.
I should have. I probably would have got a better deal because I look pretty fancy. And, yeah, so we went, we test drove it. Actually, I kind of think it's a God thing because we had 2 more. We left early enough. We were going to go look at 2 more. And you had already looked at this one. You're like, Zoe's going to really like this one. But we said, well, let's go look at the other 2 just so we're not, zeroed in on that one. And the other 2 were supposed to be at the same place?
Mm-mm.
No, 2 different dealerships. Well,
we actually stopped at. The other one was further north.
So there was a black one. The black one was not on the premises. They were going to have to bring it in from North Carolina. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to buy a car and not have ever driven one, not have even laid my eyes on it or anything like that. So we talked numbers and we said, well, look, if the other one's not what it's supposed to be, at least I'll test drive one So I'll know if that's even what we want to do.
Because we had a deal in place for them to bring the other one from North Carolina.
If
And I said, at least let us go to the other dealership to let her drive one.
Really
he didn't even have one.
Right. He didn't have one
and
in
you
Alabama.
really wanted the black one.
Yeah. Well, there was also a red one. Well, you pulled up the red one, and it had sold that morning.
But we didn't tell the salesman that.
No, but I'm just saying that door closed without us even wasting gas.
But he still thought that was an option on the table, that we were going to look at the other place.
Right. So we left there and we went to the one that I bought, and we test drove it. It just worked out. It just got right where we needed it to be. You know, it all just fell in place.
Tanya said her car's being held together with duct tape and zip ties. Did Zoe work on your car?
That sounds about like my life. Duct tape and
I
zip
think
ties.
Zoe must have worked on your car.
I'm cheap.
Go ahead.
Anyway, I just I think it was just the one we needed. I think we had already discussed a price. You know, they're always going to want more than what you're gonna.
We got the deal we wanted.
Yeah.
I was happy with it.
And it just all worked out.
We got the number I wanted.
Yep. And so we come home with a really nice car. And
hang on, I got to brag on you first.
Oh, God.
I see lots of people talking about Explorers. Higher Ground said they finally gave in and got a truck. See, there's a rule about this one. Zoe still has the Yukon. I still have my truck. There is a rule. This one is not even going on the road to the farm unless we live there.
Right.
Until we're living there, it's not even going on that road. I don't care what kind of emergency there is. The Yukon or the truck goes. So we don't have to worry about that yet. But I've got to tell y'all, so Zoe and I had discussed what was going on, what number we needed to be at. When we gave the first offer, we were guessing what they were going to come back with. And I told her exactly what they would come back with. And she was a couple hundred off that. We come back and it was dead on exactly what I said he was going to come back. So I said, if he comes back with this number, he will take this. And she's like, okay. So they come in, and instead of me saying it, he's like, where do we need to be to get this done today? And I looked at Zoe and I said, what do you think? And Zoe said the number that we had talked about. And he said, there's no way we get there. And he said, if I try to give you that, I'm going to get kicked out. And Zoe said, well, if they don't come back, you can walk us out. And when he walked around the corner, I knuckle bumped her. We had a fist bump. I was like, you did so good. Because we had talked about the number, and I just looked at her and put it in her ballpark, and she said what we had discussed. And he was like, there's no way. And she said, well, you can walk us out if we don't.
They wanted to sell it.
So he walks back in a few minutes later and says, whose name we putting it in? And I was really proud of her because now she's convinced that she can do it on her own. She's like, I think I can make my own deal. I said, good, go buy me a truck. The law said, congratulations on your truck turning 200. 300. I actually recorded that and sent it to Jason coming down the interstate. I was like, because I knew he would have truly appreciated it.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him, and he talked about it on live Tuesday. That he sent him that video. I was like, look, check this out. Not bad for old farm truck.
Yeah. Grammy, I'll send you a picture of it when we get done.
He truly was able to appreciate a truck going 300,000, and I bought that truck with 4 miles on
it. It's a lot.
Yeah, the law it's done its job. 200, I don't even blink about. Everything I drive going 200.
She said Jason told him about that.
Oh, he did. I was laughing about it. Did I miss talking about taters, 5 nipples?
Well,
we didn't actually talk about it, but that is the case.
Yeah.
I saw somebody ask about the number, but they were thinking it was 2. No, we're supposed to have 4. She's got 5.
Yeah, it's 5. And I think one of them just ends up not being a functional. It's like a stub.
Jack said we had a white truck and it had 425 on it when it stopped turning, and we still had it for several years after that. I don't know what
Wow.
they made that truck out of. I had a Toyota Camry. I pushed that thing to 350.
Her Tahoe went to 328. Gosh.
Well,
Oh yeah, higher grounds. I remember that. James Spann has an older 4Runner that had a ton of miles on it.
he talks about
Uh-huh.
that. It's like 500,000 miles or
Yeah.
something. It's ridiculous. The Tahoes make me nervous because of the engine troubles they had in that age range you have.
Yeah, right.
You know, my buddy I was in class with the other day, he's on his third engine in his Chevy truck. But that was at a time when the people we worked with, there was like 5 of them at that one location that all had engines rebuilt at the same time.
Yep.
But your Yukon has, knock on wood, it's done pretty well, and it's almost at 200, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting close. It's 180 something, 186 or
Mhm.
something like that. Katie said she just bought her first car with a payment last March. Every other thing she's on, she paid cash for. Yeah.
I hate car payments.
Yeah.
That truck that you just saw turn 300 was the first new vehicle I had ever bought. I bought it new in 2012, and I don't want to do it again, but Zoe has actually said we need to just go with a brand new truck
We do.
because it will get farm miles.
Yeah. I don't think we've gotten to Tater's 5 nipples. Her baby's gonna have a full milk bar.
But no, we had not talked about that, but I do think they talked about it.
They did.
Her Yukon is at 230. I'm going to drive it till it dies and the wheels fall off. I don't plan on getting rid of my truck. We may sell the Yukon to get Max something else.
Smaller, yeah.
We have a cow that
Maybe.
had 5 nipples. She did just fine nursing her baby. Oh, I'm sure. Be listening. Need to reload some 45 long. Oh, Mr. A is doing some ammo reloading.
Oh, goodness.
But he's listening. He's already give us our Okie update.
I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Get to see all my friends.
My car payment and insurance is costing me almost $1,000 a month.
Ooh. Goodness.
I can't swing that. That's why I'm still in my old truck. And Zoe has been on me for like 2 years. You need to get a new truck. You need to get a new truck. I don't want a new truck. New trucks have new truck payments, and I don't like payments. My truck has been paid for years.
Tanya said that's utterly ridiculous.
That was a Neil joke. Car I have now was new in 2014. Has 276.
She bought one of the last Australian-made Holden cars. Wonder what that is.
I'm gonna have to Google that. I have no idea. Oh, I saw where Ed. I know he's listening. He probably won't be able to type, but I did see where Ed asked if we looked up the Daddy sisters, and we did. We did look that up.
The older we get, the less I want.
Yeah, I don't care nothing about payments. I swallowed this payment just to get Zoe in it because we've invested so much with the farm that there was not disposable cash to buy a vehicle. So I'm swallowing that payment, but I see no reason to get rid of my truck. We've got a reliable vehicle to do the traveling, things like that. I'm good with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fortunate to have paid cash for my 2022 Kia Soul. Anytime you can pay cash, you're better off.
Yeah, besides animals and flowers and veggies, I want more of that. That's a good kind of want.
I haven't ever owned a brand new car. I'd rather go on a cruise instead of paying on a car. I can't blame you there. But I was single when I started that truck payment.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't worried about it because I wasn't having to pay for kids or anything like that. So I just paid the truck payment. But now I am just totally against any extra payments, and you get more against payments when you have a farm.
She said her son turned 16 in September, and his insurance is $120 a month.
I'm gonna have that with Mackenzie. I hope that it's not too terrible, but we'll see.
She might just have to walk.
Well, the good thing is our insurance company does give a discount for good grades.
Yeah.
So that's one plus because Mackenzie keeps good grades. So let's stay with that. Sadly, the Holden manufacturer is closed down now. We have a song: footballs, meat pies, kangaroos, and Holden. At least you didn't get suckered like Brandon.
Oh, goodness.
I saw where Brandon got a truck, but I don't know what issue he had. I've still got to go watch the live that they did the other night that we missed.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper for girls. Dean, I didn't know that. I hope it is.
Yeah, I think I knew
it
that.
should be cheaper for girls because I was jumping stuff when I was 16. That's stupid. I was stupid. At 16, I was stupid.
I was 6. I was playing with Barbie dolls.
Well, we're not talking about on the same day. Well, there's Catherine. Catherine, we were talking about you earlier. Terry.
Yes,
Terry almost missed. What did you say?
I was saying somebody asked about driver's ed, and I said they do offer it. You have to sign up for it the year before. It's not open to everybody. They only have a select number for the year.
Oh. Well, that would be another discount, though. You need to do the driver's ed. I remember I actually did driver's ed after I had my driver's license for the insurance
blew
discount.
The engine in his truck.
His new one? I knew he had some issues with his maroon one.
He was going to get a 2024, but had to take a 2025 for more money.
Oh. I'm going to have to peace out because the little Cassie Ninja slept with me last night, so I didn't sleep at all. See you, Jack.
Yeah, I'll see you Wednesday.
Catherine went to see Tater. Is Tater like having a problem? Because we're going, oh, she was talking about the red truck. She probably just went to see Tater because Brooke don't have nothing else to do during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We still did it for that discount. Yeah, I did. I took driver's ed, had a driver's license, but there was a discount there, so I needed to do it.
I took it after I got my license.
My daughter thinks she should be a NASCAR racer. She had so many speeding tickets, we had to promise that we would not drive any of our vehicles. Oh, no, I was responding to someone's comment about Tater. Tater is pregnant. Is that what you all told them? I'm not sure, Katie. I'm not sure what she's asking.
Ask your insurance company about recognized safety class for additional. Yes, I believe that would be the same as driver's ed here.
Probably. I don't know what Katie was at. Oh, did you know she is pregnant? Yes.
We didn't know.
We just found out.
We didn't know that when she went there.
Oh, no. Gosh, no. No, Katie. We did not know she was pregnant when she went to live with them. No. We had no reason to believe she was because we didn't think, did not think Ferdinand could reach to do the job.
Yeah. But apparently she was in her right there. It'd be like 6 months pregnant, basically. She's in her last trimester since she got there when, and that's when you show the most,
Yeah.
It's when the baby does the most growing right there at the end.
And, yeah, Tater's massive.
I got an A in the driver's ed and didn't have to go to the DMV to do my driver's test. My teacher gave me the test. I got an award from the state of Illinois for driving the first 4 years, no wrecks. Well, that's pretty cool. We had to take a road test and a
I still had to take road tests, but it didn't matter because wasn't in driver's ed yet. But you were still gonna have to take one no matter what.
Hmm. I got pulled over in driver's ed by a state trooper.
That doesn't shock me
And you
in the
know what I did?
least.
I pulled,
Cried.
no, I pulled over in the middle of a bridge. Do you know you don't do that either? He came over.
Yeah, yeah, Zoe.
He came over the little thing, said, "Pull off the bridge."
Rain said, I did say when you took her would be funny if she was pregnant. Well, yeah, that took. I actually apologized. I said, Brooke, I really did not mean to be dumping a pregnant cow on you. She was like, oh no, I'm
Yeah.
excited. No, we did not know, Katie. It was a surprise to everybody.
Oh Lord. Londa drove into the library.
That, well, at least it wasn't during your test.
I almost did that to the side of a church. My mama was talking or something, and I hit the gas pedal instead of the brake, and I almost hit the building.
Why does that not shock me?
Hmm.
Yes, Terry, we should. There was no doubt that was going to be positive.
We're looking forward to it too. I'm glad it'd be it couldn't be better. She couldn't be at a better
He's
place.
texting me like I'm watching it.
It's okay. But that would explain why she just settled right in and wasn't antsy anymore. That's very true. I think her little body, her hormones were probably out of whack there at the beginning.
Kay said, yes, she looked like she was almost crying in the video.
Yeah.
Somebody else said they had teared up with her. She was excited. She was not in the least upset.
It'd be fun to see this whole thing unfold. Showing a grand calf, yeah. Wonder if she can make us her godparent.
Maybe. I don't know. So is Zoe going to follow Cinco around with the red solo cup to test her?
That might be part of my plan tomorrow. But I will say, it probably won't be hard because Cinco just peed almost all over my shoes today. She did not care, and I told you, I said I should have had a cup.
I told Brooke about that when you said it.
She just let go right in front of me, and I said, "Well, I should have had a cup right here, right now, because if I had a hat, I could have just put it out there and caught it all."
But you should have seen her trying to catch it. Well, she told me that she spent 2 hours following Tater around, and I said, well, Brooke, we won't have that problem because Cinco almost peed on Zoe's foot.
She did. If I had been any closer, it would have splashed on me.
I was like, I don't think it's going to be an issue. Cinco don't care.
She don't.
She stands right there and just...
Yeah, she's happy to see you. Don't care.
Pam is watching the Super Bowl, but found us.
She's a look out. Ferd might be asking for calf support.
Well, Dawn, it's not our calf.
Oh, I know, but it's still exciting.
But we are still kind of connected to it. But
yeah.
No, she said excited to hear calf's coming. It's coming for somebody else.
But she's gonna be a good mama. Do you remember?
I think she would
when
be.
She met Cinco.
She
was very
mothered Cinco
with her.
She mothered Cinco, and like the minute she got there, she would lick on.
She groomed her, yeah.
Mildred and Moody.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
How much longer do I have to wait for the food? Yes, Dawn, it is.
Yeah.
Dean's waiting on food.
Well, I don't. I didn't cook today. You took me to eat dinner today.
He's laughing at me. He knows it's paused. He knows I can't watch it, and he is coming and laughing at me. She mothers Matilda through the fence.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to see her with Matilda because just where we were at and all that. I didn't get to. Is this Tater's first calf? Yes.
Yeah. She's never had babies.
Yeah. She had not. When is Taylor going to give birth? You guys have to watch Brooke's video. Well, we did. We were watching it on the way to church, but I didn't get to finish it. But we don't know when she's going to give birth, but it's going to be soon. I mean, if you look at her, yeah. Do you have a good cheesecake recipe? Yes.
You might.
I do. Handwritten. Laura said, "What'd you eat?" Neil is waiting.
You took me to Texas Roadhouse.
After church.
After church. Sunday we typically try to go have our one meal out. And that's what we did. Ate steak and shrimp. Steak and shrimp. And Nick got tickled at me because she asked what I wanted my sides
I know
to
where
be,
this is going.
and I told her I wanted a loaded baked potato with no potato. And she said, "What?" And I said, "I want a loaded baked potato, but I don't want any potato. I just want all the loaded part." She said, "Well, you can get loaded on anything." I said, "Okay, give me vegetables and make them loaded." So she brought me a plate with bacon, sour cream, butter, and cheese. And Nick was like, "That's so weird." But, I mean, I wasn't going to eat the potato, so why would I order a potato?
Well, you tried to order that as your side, and she said, "No, we can bring loaded on anything. You go ahead and order 2 more sides, and I'll bring you the cup of the stuff." And she did.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine said they are going out next weekend for their 30th anniversary.
My goodness.
Go, Tony.
Yeah.
Go, Tony.
You better do it before he goes to bed, though.
You don't have to go early.
I bet I know where they're going.
You know, I saw Tony when I stopped by there the other day and just kind of waved, and he was getting in the truck, and he already looked tired. It wasn't dark yet.
Mm-hmm.
But he looked, I'm being serious, he looked tired. Either way, tell Tony happy anniversary. I'm sure he's reared back snoring already by now.
When did she say they're going?
She said this weekend.
Oh, I bet their anniversary is Valentine.
She said they'll go at 4.
Yeah.
I
bet they go Three Migos.
Danny said this is the worst Super Bowl in history. Anybody who's still watching. Danny, I remember one a long time ago. I think when I was a kid, I think it may have been the Denver Broncos or somebody. It was like 65-7. It was ridiculous.
Theirs is Valentine's Day.
Their anniversary is Valentine's.
That's so sweet. That is so sweet.
Peaches is on an unroll.
She guessed wrong.
Well, she could only pick when Tom Brady was playing.
Why?
Because when Tom Brady was there, he always won, and that's who she always picked.
Tina said, "I guess Taylor's boyfriend will be retiring after this. I don't even know his name because I don't watch football." Go, Taylor's boyfriend.
Not Danny. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. I think it was like 65-7 or something, but it was like when I was a kid. It was long time ago. Back in I want to say it was the Denver Broncos, but don't quote me on that. Look, I'm not a huge NFL fan. I just remember my dad fussing about it being a blowout. But yeah, I'm definitely not an expert on it, Danny, so don't quote me.
Yeah. Their anniversary is Valentine's Day.
Lorraine said that's so you don't forget the date.
That's right. But he just picked the loser of the game. It was intentional.
I told you it was just easier when Tom Brady was playing. She always picked Tom Brady, and that she knew.
Don't worry, Nick. There's still plenty of time for that record to be broken.
What?
Whatever you're talking about, football.
Oh.
Is it over?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain.
Barb's birthday's Saturday.
Miss Judy is not happy.
Oh.
About it.
Goodness.
I would say 1990s 49ers and Broncos 55-10. That sounds right. Katie just gave me the answer, so that's definitely the one I'm thinking about.
Well, at least you'll get to turn it on and watch the last few minutes.
Nah, it'll be over with time we get off this live, and it's not a big deal. I was getting my updates here.
She said you best get my girl Zoe something nice for Valentine's Day. She said just like that. I heard her type it.
You could read that the way Lisa intended it.
You best get my girl Zoe something nice for Valentine's Day.
Well, let me go ahead and tell you. Zoe knows about it. It's not a secret. What did I surprise you with?
Why don't you tell them? Tell them all about it. Come on.
I think you need to change your hat.
Come on, sweet thing. Won't you tell them what you done got planned?
Oh.
Go on, tell them, darling.
I just lost a bunch of steamed crabs.
Oh, no. I got a car, yeah.
What?
Oh, I bet they're talking about
Somebody must be talking about Judy. I have not seen. He would forget if it wasn't that day. He still asks me when my birthday is every year. I think he's probably joking. That's what I think. Oh, there it is. Did y'all hear about Judy having to close her doors? Yeah, yes. We got a call from Judy. And she explained it. She actually told us yesterday, and she made a video about it today.
Yeah. He said it was a bet.
Oh.
Did you get me a moose? You still ain't told me.
No. So Zoe has this little restaurant that she loves. It's not really a restaurant. I don't even know what you call it. But the name of it is the Wine Bunker. And they are having this really fancy tasting and pairing, and you'll have cheeses and different meats. And, yeah, whatever that word she said.
Charcuterie.
And it will have different tastings, and then it takes you through multiple courses, and at the end of the night you get tiramisu and all that. So Lisa said I'm not supposed to tell her. Well, I sent it to Zoe to kind of see how she felt about that little event. And when I sent it to her, she was really excited. She was like, that sounds wonderful, blah, blah, blah. And then she mentioned some other plan. So I had to throw it on her and say, well, I'm glad you like it, because here's the receipt for it. And I had just gotten the email receipt, and I was like, here. Because I was afraid she was about to make a different plan, Lisa. So I had to go with it. And there's actually like tribute music things. It's these candlelight performances in Birmingham, and there is one on Thursday night before Valentine's, and I almost did that, but I've opted for the Valentine's at Wine Bunker. So I think Zoe would like that better, even though she's not a big wine drinker, but it's fancy and she can wear her hat.
I got a fancier hat to wear. It's a little bit larger than this.
Where? Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I just didn't want to hit you in the side of the head tonight.
I thought her new goat was cleared now. Why is she having to close again? This has nothing to do with the goat. This was USDA stuff.
Yes. And hold out her pinky.
You're so romantical.
I know it.
Yes, Sharon's right. It's a USDA licensing thing. It's why.
She's got a lot of stuff to figure out before she'll be able to host public again.
Yeah.
So she's going to keep doing her videos for now. But while she works on doing that.
Lori stayed awake. Did you yawn?
No.
I bet you did.
No.
I'm going to have to go back and watch.
It does have to do with the
Peacocks and pheasants.
She
Yes,
did say that.
it's something to do with that. I don't know all the details of it, but she did tell us it was USDA licensing issues and all that kind of stuff. She has to close or get rid of her peacock. Jennifer said you did not yawn tonight. And I haven't seen Lori for a while. I think she just popped in to say hello and disappeared.
She disappeared.
Or she would have made sure.
I have not yawned.
She would have made sure you yawned, but I think she disappeared on us.
She would send me a picture of me yawning.
She would.
But she has not.
It's time to wrap up.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
You have to do it.
No, she hasn't. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. I apparently yawn a lot.
It's usually in the first few minutes. We see how long she can make it before. Dean said I have not took a Snapchat yet.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many Loris it gets confusing. I was talking about LG Lori.
She likes to text me pictures of my
You,
face in awkward
Cassie, and
positions.
Steph in a yawn off.
It's gonna happen. We're gonna have a long night at the Okie, and we'll see.
Do you know I need to go back and watch the replay of when you and Cassie were on live together and see if either one of y'all yawned?
Yeah.
Or how many times? Well, Judy, there's always next year.
There's always tomorrow.
No, there's not tomorrow. Season's over. It's done.
No, tomorrow's coming. You go to
Not
bed
for
and you wake
football.
up and it'll be here. It is my
'Cause you're
magic
closing.
hat. My magic no yawning hat.
Maybe you kept the light out of your eyes and it made you not
Ooh.
yawn.
Made me not so sleepy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, video on Tuesday. Much anticipated.
We will be back live
Wednesday, 8
but
o'clock.
you will have a video on Tuesday.
Yep.
When is the Okie Expo? Real quick.
March 20th. Nope, March 21st and 22nd.
21st and 22nd.
Yep.
It's going to be outstanding.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.